Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today on Senior Fitness with Meredith. So today's workout, what we're going to be doing and what you will need. We'll start with that. So today's workout, we're going to start with a short cardio warm-up, really just to warm up the body just for a couple of minutes because we really want to focus on strength training today. So our strength training will consist of bands and dumbbells. So let me show you a few things while you take time to either get some space if you're going to stand for part of the workout, but we're also going to sit, so make sure you have that sturdy, comfortable chair nearby. Or remember, modify, and the entire workout can be done in that sturdy, comfortable chair. So with our bands, I'm going to be doing everything with the long, flat resistance band. Some people like tubing, you're more than welcome to use that. But I'm going to use the long flat for everything, even lower body today. You do have the option though, if you do have the circle bands that are already fixed in a circle or you've tied one and made it into a circle, you are more than welcome to use those when we do the lower body. But like I said, I want to show the way that we can use the long flat. So if that's all you have and you don't want to tie a knot in it, because once you tie a knot in one of these, it's usually there for good. So you can get the ones that you've made or that are fixed, or using the long flat like I will be using. And also, if holding that resistance band gets to be a lot on your hands, and it does because we really have to grip it or we have to wrap our hand a lot with it, you can always tie knots, one on either end and then one in the middle. So when you're using your band, you don't have to do that heavy, hard grip. You just put your thumbs and your pointer finger right where that knot is and use that slight pressure. So you don't have to grip, especially with that arthritis that we might be having, or even if certain weather in the area is causing joints to fatigue and not feel great, putting those little knots are a wonderful thing to do. All right. So with all of that being said, like I said, focus is strength training today. If you don't like bands, you can do all of the movements using your dumbbells, or vice versa. You don't like dumbbells, use your bands when I'm even showing the movements with the dumbbells. And stay seated if that is what is best for you today. Okay? Make sure you have your water close by. I'll give you little water breaks, especially when we're transitioning from the seated to standing, etc. But remember, drink lots of water. I saw someone up in Ontario saying it's or Ottawa, Ontario. Yes, Leslie, it's very hot up there. Good job having that water close by and lots of it. All right, I've talked long enough. Like I said, we're going to start with a short cardio warm-up. It's not going to be that long. It's really to get the heart rate up, get that blood pumping, get us warm, get us moving. Then we'll add our resistance and strength portion to it. All right, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know how you're feeling, any questions you might have. I get to all of those at the end, so you have to stick around through the whole workout before I'll shout out and say hi to you. And make sure you have that water close by. I'm going to start the music. We're going to start moving. I'm excited. I hope you are too, and I thank you all for joining me today. All right, let's get this music going and started. I messed it up. All right, there we are. All right, are we ready? Make sure you have that space, no fall or trip hazards around you. If you are on an area rug, make sure you stay on that area rug. If Tyson was here, I'd be saying, don't let your dog do that. Let's start with a nice, slow, steady march. Nice and tall, abdominals pulled in, strong, straight spine. Relax those shoulders down. Big deep inhales and big deep exhales right now. This might be our first movement of the day. This might be our first actual exercise movements of the day. I see Enis in Cairo, Egypt, 7 p.m. I'm sure she's been moving around, but maybe this is her first exercise that she's actually doing today. Take it nice and easy to get started and warmed up. Knees come up a little bit higher. Pump those arms a little bit more, focusing on our good posture. Big deep inhales. Let's bring our arms up and around. Big deep inhale, arms up. And exhale. One more time. Big deep inhale. And exhale. Just keeping that march going. Again, knees coming up a little bit higher. Even if you're sitting in your chair, focus on that posture. Abdominals are tight. Relax the shoulders. Focus on keeping that spine as straight as possible. And breathing. If you have the space and you're comfortable, we're just going to move with our march. So a couple steps forward, couple steps back. 4, 3, 2, and back. 2, 3, tap. 4, 3, 2, tap, back. Inhale and exhale. Come towards me if you're moving. Back where you started. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. One more time. And hold on to that march. Heel digs to the front, alternate pressing arms out towards me. All right, we'll start with right leg, then left leg. Let's go. Press, kick. Exhale, inhale. Again, abdominals pulled in tight, relaxing those shoulders down. Slight bend in the knee joints. Don't hyperextend and lock them out. 4, 3, 2, last one each side, up nice and tall. Hold on to that march. Find footing, posture, and breath in between each movement while we warm up. Taps are going to the side next. Alternate right and left. Exhale, inhale. Again, that slight bend stays in the knee joints. Don't lock them out. Exhaling, inhaling. Four more. 4, 3, 2, one more each side. Back up nice and tall. Hold on to that march. Taps go behind us next. Alternate right, left. Both arms are going to work with that little kickback movement. Chest goes slightly forward, core tight, right, left. Exhale, inhale. Focusing on warming up the back body. 4, 3, 2, one more each side. Back up nice and tall. Hold that march. Side steps are next. Again, making sure you have that space next to you. Steps as wide as you feel comfortable. All right, let's go right, then left. Right and left. Bend in the knee joints. Body's nice and tall. Inhaling, exhaling. Side to side, pulling those arms back, warming up chest and back. 4, 3, 2, one more each side. Back up nice and tall. Hold on to that march. One more movement. We'll do all right side, then all left. Let's do those mambo steps. Front, back, transferring that weight. Right side's gonna lead, front to back, front to back. Steps as big as you feel comfortable, putting all that weight on the ball of the foot. Press, press, transfer that weight. Press through the hip gluteal. Four more. 4, 3, 2, last one this side. Come back to your march. Left side, same thing. Mambo, transferring that weight front, back. Left side, front, back, front, back. Compressing down into the ball of the foot. Press, press, press through the hip, press through the gluteal. Warm everything up. That calf muscle feels it as we put all the pressure on the ball of the foot. 4, 3, 2. Last one, come back to that march and hold. Big deep inhales. Big deep exhales. Bring those arms up and around. Legs keep moving. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. One more. Big deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly bringing that march down. Knees not coming up as high. Not pumping those arms as much. Still keeping the heart rate up. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. We're going to use our chair for some stretches and then a little bit of work before we go into our resistance training. So if you have that chair countertop wall that you're going to be using, have that close by now. Great time to grab some water while we give everyone a second to grab their chairs. And then we will be doing some standing movements with our bands for upper body before we have a seat. So today's going to be standing if you're choosing to stand. We'll sit down, we'll stand back up, then we'll end seated in our chair. So having that chair close by, feet shoulder distance apart, you're facing the chair, bringing those hands behind you, interlace if you can, open up through the chest. Big deep inhales and exhales. Keeping that slight bend in the knee joints, don't lock them out. We're bringing the heart rate down, so keep those deep inhales and exhales. Slowly bringing it down. Release, interlace in front, round and arch the spine. If it feels okay, you can bring your gaze down towards the floor, opening through the upper back. The shoulders are opening, core stays pulled in tight. If it's available to you, bring that length up towards the sky, big stretch towards the sky, big deep inhale, exhale, release arms down by your side. Hands go on to the back of that chair. Right foot's going to step forward, left goes back. I want you to bend through the leg that's closest to your chair, keeping the back leg and heel straight and down on the floor. Get that nice calf stretch in through your Achilles and your heel. Call it a runner's stretch. Now we're going to lengthen through that front leg, tucking the tailbone under, bringing the left heel, the heel that's in the back, is going to come up off the floor. Tuck your tailbone under and feel that length and stretch in that hip flexor right in the front of that left side. Breathe into it. Staying nice and tall. Release the heel down, right comes back to meet left. Now left takes that step forward toward the chair. Again, left knee bends, the one that's closest to the chair. Your back leg nice and straight, heel stays down on the floor, leaning into that stretch. You should feel down the back of the leg from your calf in through that Achilles heel. Breathe into it. Now lengthen through the front leg, so that left leg, right leg, both are lengthened. Now tuck that right side tailbone goes under as you pull that heel up. You want to feel that lengthening and stretch in that hip flexor. Stretching that out. Back heel goes down, left leg goes back to meet right. Keeping hands on the chair, slight bend in the knees, feet are shoulder distance apart. Hinging from your hips just at 90 degrees, no deeper than that. I want you to feel a nice stretch through your hamstrings, gluteals, into your lower back. Roll it up nice and slow. Once you're standing tall again, if it's available, that big deep inhale, arms lengthen up, and exhale. Release it down. Little shake out of everything. Perfect time if you have not grabbed some water. We're going to stay standing behind our chair for a few more moves. I'm going to go over and change the music. Make sure you have your bands close by as well. We'll be using those very soon. All right. So behind our chairs, feet are shoulder distance apart, nice and tall. Core tight, lengthen the spine, relax those shoulders. I'm going to say it multiple times if you haven't worked out with me before. You know I say it a lot. I like those reminders, not only for you, but reminding myself as well. So slight bend in those knees. We're going to do our heel raises. So going high onto the balls of the feet, squeeze, release down. Crown of the head goes straight up towards the sky. So we're not looking down at our toes. We know where our feet are. They're placed right where they need to be, in alignment with our body. If you want to challenge yourself, you are more than welcome to not hold on to your chair, countertop, or wall. Focus on pulling into the core. Lengthen, strengthen, feel those calf muscles working. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one, little shake out of the legs. Next, we're going to do just a side leg raise. Right side, pressing from your heel. You want to feel as if a string is pulling from your heel as that leg goes out to the side, release down. Body stays nice and tall. A lot of times we want to lean to the opposite side as that leg goes out. I want that core tight, spine long, nice and tall. Crown of the head is right up towards the sky. Lifting from your heel so you feel your hip, your outer thigh, your gluteals engage. Slight bend in that standing knee joint. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, little shake out. Same thing now on left. Putting that pressure ball of the foot to the heel, slight bend in that right knee joint. That string is now pulling from your left heel as that leg goes out to the side, release. Core tight, body nice and tall. Exhale, inhale. Focus, hip, outer thigh, gluteal. Once those toes point up towards the sky, we're getting right into the hip flexor in front of the leg. We do plenty of movements there, especially when we walk all day long. 3 more. 2. Last one, little shake out. Next movement, mini squats. If you do not like squats, they do not agree with you, or you are seated, alternate your knee raises. You do not have to do squats. Remember, it's not a movement, it's the only one that you have to do in order to strengthen through the body. You can alternate your knee raises. I'm showing mini squats today. Feet shoulder distance apart. Again, hands can be on the chair if it stabilizes you and makes you feel a little better. Hips are going back like there's a chair behind you. Little mini squat. I just want you to feel engagement through the quadriceps and gluteals. Stand up nice and tall. We're not going deep. Inhale. Exhale. Small movement right now. Again, we're still warming everything up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And little shake out. Now we are grabbing the band and we're going to focus on upper body. So grabbing your band, the band's going to go behind your back and up underneath the underarm. So it's towards the upper part of the back, but it's under your underarm. So we're not bringing it over the top because otherwise it's just going to slide right over and that doesn't feel very good. So up nice and high. You can always wrap it if you'd like, so you don't have to hold on to it so tight. It's up to you. Stabilize your base. Bring those feet shoulder distance apart. Slight bend in the knees. We're going to start with a chest press. Core stays nice and tight. Press straight out. Gently release. Exhale. Inhale. Press from the chest, from the shoulders. Gently release back. Exhale. Inhale. So remembering with the band and everything that we're going to do with it, it wants to control our movements on the release. We're not allowing it. So we press out, we exhale, we gently release back. Don't allow it to snap us back into our beginning movement posture. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, press out, hold the arms out long, slight bend in the elbow joint, chest fly, open big. Squeeze together from the chest. Inhale, exhale. Really focusing on the chest. That's what the movement is coming from. We're initiating from there. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Out at our sides, bring them in towards the side body. Now we're pressing them straight out to our sides. Again, don't forget about our good posture. Nice and tall, slight bend in our knee joints. Press straight out. Gently release back in. Keep those abdominals pulled in tight. Not only does it help with our posture, it helps with our balance. It helps with every movement that we do. Exhale, press out. Inhale in. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Come back to chest level. We're gonna alternate pressing them out like we're punching. So press right, left, then pick up that pace. Right, left, right, left. Exhale, inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one each side, and gently release the band. Let's bring it in front of us. I always like to wrap it for this one. We're doing some back pulls. So remember with the bands also, you are in charge of how much resistance you put on it. So if it feels way too easy, make the resistance tougher for yourself. So if you start out wide and you're like, this is way easy, maybe do a wrap. Make it harder on yourself. So good posture, feet stay shoulder distance apart, bend in the knees nice and tall, band is straight out in front of you, bending at the elbows, bring that band in towards your chest, squeeze through the shoulder blades, upper back, gently release. Exhale, inhale. So you're squeezing the upper back together, you're opening through the chest. Breathe into it. Exhale, inhale. Exhale on that exertion. That's when the body's doing the most work. It's opening up that band. It's creating that heavy resistance. Exhale, inhale, release it gently. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Little shake out of those arms. Next, we're going to focus on rotator cuffs. So a closer grip with those hands. Glue those elbows into the side of the body. They're not moving anywhere. It's just the hands, forearms, and that band that's going to move as we open that resistance. Gently release it. Breathe into it. It's a small movement to get deep into those rotator cuffs. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Again, little shake out of those arms. Next one, we're going to draw our sword. So we're going to glue our left hand to our left hip. Right arm goes nice and long. We're going to keep the right arm nice and long. Focus is the upper back into the shoulder. You'll get a little bit of the tricep in this first movement. As we draw the sword, we open up at a diagonal. We gently release it back down or put it back into the holder. So draw the sword, exhale, inhale, release. Keep the core tight, stay nice and lifted. Three more. 3, 2, last one. Left hand stays glued to the hip. Now I want you to bend at that right elbow, putting all of the focus into the back of the arm, the tricep. So we're going to extend the arm, lengthen out, gently bend and release it. So now again, that tricep, back of the arm, is doing all of the work, extending that resistance out, gently releasing it. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Woo, shake that side out. Other side, glue that right hand to your right hip. Lengthen the left arm. Again, putting that focus in the upper back, shoulder, back of the arm. Length stays, slight bend in that elbow joint. Draw our sword up at a diagonal. Gently release it. Exhale. Inhale. We have 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Keep the right hand glued to the right hip. Now bending at the left elbow. Focus back of the arm, that tricep, extend that resistance out. Bend, gently release it. Exhale, inhale. Keep our good posture, slight bend in those knee joints. If we're standing, I know we've been standing a while. Focus and breathe. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Little shake out. One more thing, then we get to sit down. Lat pull downs. So bringing that band up as high as it feels comfortable for you. We're keeping length in the arms, keeping resistance. As we bring length in the arms down, we open up that resistance towards our hip or belly. Gently release it back up. If your range of motion is maybe just the gaze in front of you, that's perfectly fine. You do the same movement. You bring it down towards the hips, belly, depending on if you're standing or sitting. Open that resistance, gently release it. Working all the muscles down the rib cage area. That's the best way to visualize where our lats are, from our upper back down the rib cage. Just 3 more. 3. Exhale, 2. Last one, and shake it out. Carefully transition into your chair. Have your dumbbells close by, but we're not done with our bands yet. And grab some water. So make sure you have everything now. I'll get myself situated. You do the same. Like I said, grab some water. Perfect time to grab our water. Little shake out of those fingers. A little shake out of everything. We worked a lot of upper body standing. We're sitting right now. Let's focus on lower body. So make sure you scooch yourself up towards the front of your chair. So we're not sitting all the way back. Sit up tall, scooch up to the front, stay nice and lifted. Core pulled in tight, shoulders are relaxed. All right, so like I told you, if you want to use a fixed circle band, you're more than welcome to use that. Place it up and over the knees. It goes onto the thighs right now. I'm gonna show you how you can use your flat band. So you just place it onto your lap. Just gonna bring it under, crisscross underneath the legs, bring it back up to the top. So now the ends are on top. Make it nice and tight. Now we've got it like it's a tied band. We've tied up our legs essentially. We just have to hold on to those ends the entire time. So that's where we're at. So nice and tall, open those feet a little bit, create resistance. You want to feel a pull, outer thighs, hips, and gluteals the entire time. So that's where we're at. Abdominals tight. Let's start with our marches. Right foot, left foot. Exhaling, inhaling. Again, the core is pulled in tight. Protect the lower back. It does start to get fatigued when we're trying to sit up nice and tall and we're not used to sitting up nice and tall. We're used to slouching back. That feels more comfortable. Our muscles are used to that. Sitting nice and tall, we start to feel them. Keep the abdominals tight, protecting the lower back. Let's do 3 more on each side. 2 more. 1 more each side, right and left. We're gonna stay alternating, opening to the side. So pressing from the outer thigh, we open right foot out, gently release it back center, left foot open side, come center. So again, hip, outer thigh, gluteal. We're not pressing from the outside of the knee joint. Lower part of the leg is just going for a ride. We shouldn't feel anything, any pain, pressure in those knees. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Inner thigh groin's working. When that leg comes back to center, because we're going nice and slow, we're not allowing that band to control that movement. 3 more on each side. 2 more. 1 more each side. Right, and left. Back to center, feet stay shoulder distance apart or a little wider than that so you feel that tension and resistance. High on the balls of the feet, release. Heels up, release. So focus is lower part of the leg right now, those calf muscles, strengthening our calves, strengthening our ankles and feet, but feeling that tension in our hips, outer thigh, gluteals. They're engaged and working the entire time. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Staying nice and lifted, putting all of our focus on our right side. Single knee raise. Knee comes up. Release. It can hover over the ground if you'd like, really keeping that tension in that quadricep. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, gently release it down. We're staying on that right side. We're opening up to the side. Press it out. Come center. Out and in. Exhale. Inhale. Last 4. 4, 3, 2, last one. Back to center. One more thing on right side. I know we feel it. We're just going to lengthen that leg out. Heel is down, toes are up, then bending back, depending on what kind of chair you're in, to your range of motion. Tap toes. Tap heel, tap toes. Keep the feet open. Keep that resistance. You should feel your hip, your outer thigh, and your gluteals. They're screaming at you, telling you that you should stop. You're not listening to it yet. 4, 3, 2, last one. That right foot goes down. We make sure we have our good posture. Right side is done. Let's focus on left. Single knee raise, hovering if you'd like, or just barely releasing those toes down, staying nice and tall. Foot comes up, release. That string is pulling from that quadricep, leading the way, but you're feeling everything else working in that leg. 3, 2, last one. Gently release it down. Yes, left side still working. Open out to the side, press it out. Gently center, pressing from that outer thigh. That string is pulling from the outer thigh. Like I said, should not feel any pain or pressure in the knee joint at all. Just 3 more. 3, 2, last one. One more thing on this left side. Let's extend. Heel goes down, toes are up towards the sky. Bringing that foot back, tap toes. Tap heel, tap toes. Open up, get that resistance. Feel hip, outer thigh, gluteals talking to you. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Feet go next to each other, nice and close together, so you can take that band off. Shake the fingers out a little bit. We're not done with our bands quite yet. Grab water if you'd like. We're going back to upper body, so let's give our lower body a little bit of a break. But now we're going to take our band. It's going to go down onto the ground. We're going to step onto our band. So we're stepping onto it so it can't move around. So really putting pressure under the balls of the feet, trying to get it as equal as we can on each side. And we find our good posture, nice and tall. Now, sitting tall, I want you to keep length in your spine. Allow your chest to go slightly forward. Walk your hands a little bit down your band. We're doing back pulls, big muscle group, upper back. Make heavy resistance for that part of the body. Staying nice and proud, lengthen the spine. Core is tight, chest slightly forward. Bring those hands up towards your shoulders. Gently release. Squeeze upper back, release. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3, 2, Last one, sit up nice and tall. You can take just a tiny bit of that resistance off, keeping length in the arm, slight bend in your elbow joints. We're doing our press backs. So just press the arm straight back, release back center. Feel as if you're over exaggerating, opening through the chest. You're pulling those shoulder blades together behind you, feeling your upper back, feeling your triceps working back of the arms. We have 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Arms stay down beside you. We're doing our bicep curls next. So elbows nice and close. They're not flaring out. They're not moving front to back. Staying right next to the side of the body. We'll alternate right and left. Bending at the right elbow. Hand comes towards your shoulder. Gently release. Now left side. Curl up. Release. Putting all of the focus front of the arm, the bicep. Pulling that resistance up as we exhale. Inhale, gently releasing it. Even though that band wants that hand to snap back down, remember we work against that. That's why these bands are so good. You're working in every direction when you use them. 3 more on each side. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1 more each side, right, left. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Little shake out. Let's focus on the tops of our shoulders now. We'll alternate our side raises. So putting that slight bend in the elbow joints. We don't want to lock them out because then we have a tendency to pull from our elbow joint when we lift. Slight bend in the elbow joint and all of the focus right in the top of the shoulder. That's where we're leading this movement from. It's not the elbow, it's not the hand or the band. So leading from the shoulder, bring that right arm out, no higher than shoulder level. Gently release it. Now left. Exhale, inhale. Body nice and tall, it's not leaning to the side. Shoulders leading the way, bringing that resistance up. Exhale, inhale. Three, 3, 2, 2, 1 more each side. Exhale, right, release, left, little shake out. One more thing with this band right now, but we're going to focus on our lower body for it. So taking the feet off just for a second, lengthening the legs out slightly. So we keep the bend in the knee joints. Take the band, it goes underneath the arch of the feet. We sit up nice and tall. Now bring the band to the inner part of the legs, then hold on to it. So those heels are cemented into the ground. They are not moving. The only thing that can move is the tops of the feet. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to open them out, make that little V, and then bring them back together. Press out, back together. So we're strengthening into those ankles. We're working on mobility and range of motion, but we're getting that strengthening in through our entire ankle joint, up the sides of our calf, into that shin. Nice and tall, don't lean forward just because we have the band in front of us. 3 more, 3, 2, last one. Gently taking the band off of the feet and halving it if it's long. Keep the legs long, release back in your chair. Let's do a couple of core moves before we move into our dumbbells. So legs are out long. Band is in front of us. Keep tension on the band just to help you stay nice and proud, and we're still going to work our upper body. But that imaginary string right in the center of the belly is going to pull us up. We exhale. We pull that band up if that feels okay. Back in front of us. Release back. Keep the core pulled in tight. Leading from your abdominals, pulling you up. Gently releasing you back. Let's do 3 more. 2. Last one, stay up nice and tall, releasing the arms down, just walking those feet in so they're planted flat down on the ground. Then we bring that band back up. Gaze is going to stay right in the center of our band. Shoulders are relaxed and down, twisting side to side. So just twist over to the right, pulling from your oblique side of the waist back to center. Twist over left, come back to center. So entire core is working, this entire abdominal wall, but primarily getting into the sides of the waist, those obliques, and into our lower back. Remember, that's part of the core as well. 2 more each side. Exhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Come back to center. Bring that band nice and close to the body. Keep it nice and taut. Don't let there be any slack in it. Open up. Keep length in the spine. Focuses on our lower back. Inhale, chest goes forward. Exhale, lower back leads us to sit nice and tall. Imagine that string pulling from your lower back now. So it's not momentum, it's not upper back. That's pressing you to sit up nice and tall. We inhale. Exhale. Just 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Up nice and tall. Releasing that band, shaking everything out. We are done with our band, so it can go away. Grab some water. Give everything a little shake out. Grab your dumbbells. We're going to use those next. Take your time, grab some water. Get a little bit of a break. I'll bring my dumbbells around, get them ready. So we're going to start with a little bit of lower body with those dumbbells. So once we take that little break, we grab some water, let's get those dumbbells, place them on the tops of our thighs. So movements just like what we did with the band. So you get to feel the difference using the band versus using the dumbbells. So starting with those marches, just like we did with our band. Focus, sitting nice and tall. Core pulled in, lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders. I know as we get fatigued, we have a tendency to want to lose our posture. We lose our entire core. Remember, core helps us in every movement that we do, so really concentrating on keeping it pulled in nice and tight. That's why we try and stay up towards the front of our chair, right at the ledge and edge of it, because otherwise, if we're sitting back, we lose our core. Nice and tall. All right, those marches, nice, slow, and controlled. Focus is quadricep, lifting that leg off the floor. Start with right, pulls up, release, left side, up, release. Exhale, inhale. Breathe into it. Core nice and tight, making the big leg muscle, the quadricep, do all the work. Don't make the tiny hip flexor do everything. It's a secondary. It will work as well as our abdominals. 3, 2, 1 more on each side, right and left. And now we'll alternate opening to our side. So right foot goes out right, pull back center, left foot left, come back center. Exhale, inhale. Press from outer thigh, gluteal and hip. When we pull back center, inner thigh, groin. Exhale, inhale. 3 more each side. 2, 1 more each side. Right, center. Left, we come back center. We add just a little bit of pressure onto those dumbbells. Peel those heels up, release. Heels up, release. Really focusing on those calf muscles. Lower part of the leg, strengthening into our ankles. 3 more. 3, 2, Last one, heels go down, we're back up nice and tall. All of our focus goes onto our right side. Single knee raise, so lifting that foot up, release. It can hover or just barely tap those toes down. Make that quadricep muscle stay engaged the entire time. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, gently release it down, staying on that right side. We'll fatigue that side with our 3 movements. Open it out to the side, come back to center. Hip, outer thigh, gluteal, inner thigh, groin. Exhale, inhale. Three more. 2. Last one, back to center. One more thing on this right side. Bringing that foot forward, slight bend in the knee joint. Heel is down, bending back. Tap toes. Tap heel, tap toes. Really focus on lifting that foot up off the ground. So we're not dragging it. We're making that quadricep work. Getting that deep bend past 90 degrees of flexion. We're getting our hamstring working, back of the leg. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Feet next to each other, nice and tall. Let's put all of the focus on our left side. Those 3 movements, don't lose our posture. Core is tight. Single knee raise. Up, hover if you can, barely tap those toes down. Focus on big leg muscle. That quadricep is doing the work. Don't put it all in our secondaries. Don't make the little hip flexor work over time, and that's all you'll feel later on. 3, 2, last one, release it down, nice and tall, good posture, opening left out to the side. So press it out, come center. Hip, outer thigh, gluteal, inner thigh and groin. Really put the focus on what you're working. Not just swinging, using momentum to get through your workout. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, and back to center. One more movement on our left side. Extend that leg out, heel is down. Really focus on lifting that foot off the ground. Bend back, tap toes, lengthen, tap heel. Tap toes, tap heel. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, feet next to each other. Release your weights down by your side for a minute. Take a little breather. Shake everything out. Grab water if you'd like. We are going to transition to standing to do a few more of our movements. But remember, when we transition, we focus on really strengthening those quadricep muscles. All right, so grab some water. Not going to use dumbbells for the first part. We'll use them as we go along. Bring those feet shoulder distance apart. Again, you're at the edge of the seat. So remember, think if you're all the way back in the chair, how difficult is that to get up out of the chair? Scooch that body forward. Bring those feet flat, shoulder distance apart. Equal pressure, ball of your foot to your heel. Knees in alignment with your ankles. All we're going to do for our first part, pressure down into the feet. All right, so chest goes forward, press, press, press down into the floor. We're not lifting ourselves up. We feel our quadriceps engage. Our gluteals want to press us up. Gently release. We're doing that 2 more times. And release. 1 more. And release. Now our focus on lifting our hips up. You have the option of using a dumbbell or 2 if you'd like. I'm going to hold on to 1. You don't have to if you don't want to. Those feet stay planted, shoulder distance apart. Think nose over toes. So when that chest goes forward, nose is over toes. I feel my quadriceps engage. My hips peel up. Gently release back down. Sit nice and tall. Chest forward, nose over toes, hips up. Exhale. Gently release. We'll do that 1 more time. And release. Option of still holding on to that dumbbell if you were holding it, or grabbing the other if you would like. You do not have to. It's up to you. Mine are going to go right down by my side. You can always hold them close to the body. You don't have to hold them at all. Remember, standing up, nice and tall, sitting back down, slow and controlled. All right, chest forward, nose over toes, equal pressure ball of the foot to the heel, peeling ourselves up nice and slow. Gently release it down. Exhale. Gently release. We're just going to do one more, and we're going to stay up nice and tall. If you're not holding your dumbbells, go ahead and grab both of them if you're choosing to stand along with me. Keeping those feet shoulder distance apart, slight bend in the knee joints, keeping length in the spine. We're going to bring those weights down to about knee level, using your hamstrings, the back of your legs. Stand up nice and tall. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, nice and tall. Keeping the length in the spine. Don't curve through the spine. As soon as we do that, we dump all of our weight into our lower back, and our lower back is what we're going to use to lift us up. Slight bend in the knees, chest forward. Exhale, feel the backs of the legs pull you up. Inhale. Exhale. Hamstrings, gluteals doing work. We got to work that part of the body. 3 more. 2 more, and last one. Keeping that good stance with the feet. You can always go next to the chair, hold on to something if you need to. We're doing doubles though, so right and left are going to work together. Back pulls. Again, slight bend in the knees, chest slightly forward, just like we did with the band when we were seated. Arms are long, bend at the elbows, weights come up to the chest, gently release out. Exhale. Inhale, squeeze upper back, gently release. Slow, controlled, both directions, just like the band. Now gravity wants those weights to just fall back down to the starting position, but we're not allowing it. 3 more, 3, 2, last one. Back up, nice and tall. Weights are down by our side. Lengthen those arms, our press backs. Press arms straight back. Come back to center. This one, you feel like you want to swing, don't swing. Focus on your upper back and your triceps, back of the arms to bring that weight back. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Back by our sides for our bicep curls. Palms face towards me, elbows glued into the side of the body. We'll alternate right and left, no swinging through the hips. Bend at the right elbow, weight comes to the shoulder, gently release it, other side. Curl up, release. Don't let the elbow jut forward and make the front of the shoulder do the work. Remember, we want our biceps to do the work. Three more each side. 3, 3, 2, 2. One more each side. Right, release, left, back down by your side, palms face in towards one another. Now put that slight bend in your elbow joints, putting all of the focus in the top of the shoulder again. That's leading the way, not the hand, not the weight, not the elbow. Alternate side raises, right, left. Right side, release, left, release. Exhale, inhale. Don't just swing it out there. Make the shoulder do the work. Smaller muscle group, feels heavy, that's okay. Breathe with it. Exhale on your exertion. 3, 3, 2, 2. One more each side. And release down by your side. Keeping those feet shoulder distance apart, that bend in the knee joints, chest goes forward slightly, bring those elbows nice and high. Keep them lifted for your tricep kickbacks. Both arms, press back, release in. Those triceps, back of the arms, doing that work again. Breathe into them. Exhale, inhale. Just 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Stay nice and tall. Release one of your dumbbells down to the ground or wherever you'd like. Both hands, one dumbbell. We're almost there. Feet shoulder distance apart. Weight is at chest level. We're pressing it out at a slight diagonal. Bring it back in. Press out. Come in. Exhale, inhale. Chest press for 3, 3, 2. Last one, keep the weight nice and close to you. Standing in front of your chair. Have a seat, but don't get too comfortable. Just find that good foot placement. We're just doing 3 more stand and sits, holding that dumbbell if you can. Stand up nice and tall, exhale. Gently sit back down. Just 2 more, 2 more. Nose over toes. 1 more. Gently release back down. Release that weight. Shake it out. 3 more moves. That's it. Then we stretch and we're done. 3 more core moves. Let's focus on those abdominals again. So walk those feet out. We're almost there. I'm so proud of you. Walk those feet out, keeping that dumbbell nice and close to the body. We're just going to sit up nice and tall. So exhale, inhale, release. So that imaginary string right from the center of the belly. I know we're fatigued. What we want to do is use momentum. We want to pull from our tiny hip flexors. We want to tighten through our leg muscles. Make the abdominals keep working. 3 more. 3. Exhale, sit up tall. 2. Last one. Stay up nice and tall. Walk those feet back in. Weights in front of you. Gaze is right in the center of that dumbbell. Slow, controlled. Twist right. Pull from the obliques, lower back center. Twist left. Center. 2 more each side. 2, 2. 1 more each side. Exhale, right, center, left, back to center. That dumbbell comes nice and close to the body. Keeping the length in the spine focuses our lower back. Inhale, our chest forward. Exhale, lower back leads us up tall. Inhale. Exhale up. No momentum, no momentum. Really focus on what we're working. Engaging our lower back to lead us to sit tall. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, nice and tall. You can release that dumbbell down. Amazing work. I'm going to get up to change the music before we do our stretch and grab some water. You should grab some water too. Great job to all of you who were able to hang in there. I know it goes long, and sometimes our days we say, got stuff to do. I understand. But thank you all for joining. Nice and tall. Let's do our twists to the side. So twist and open to that right side. Nice deep spinal twist. And through center to the left. Twist and open. Big deep inhale. Exhale it all out. Bring the body back to center. Hands go next to you, either on the chair or interlaced behind your back. Allow the chest to release forward. If you're able to hold on to your chair, kind of walk them up the back of the chair, getting that big opening through the shoulders and chest, and breathe into that. And then we'll release that, bringing our hands onto our lap, hollow out the belly, arch and stretch the spine as you open up those shoulder blades on your upper back. Again, with our stretches, just feel as if you're allowing your body to melt and get into those nice stretches after all your hard work, releasing all the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments. And we're back up nice and tall. Let's bring our right arm across the body and then hug it across with the left. So remember, we're not up at the neck, a little down across the chest, then pull it across. You can wiggle those fingers on that right hand after holding the band and the dumbbells. Just going to open and close 3 times. So open, close, 3, 2. Now bring the left arm across the body, hug it across with the right. Wiggle those left fingers, open and close. That blood pumping, synovial fluid going in those joints. Let's do 3 more, open and close. Open and close for 3, 2. Last one, release, hands down onto your lap, lengthen out through the right leg, slight bend in the knee joint, chest goes forward. Once you feel that stretch through your calf, hamstring, gluteals, lower back, then you can allow that curve to go into the spine. So hands on your quadricep, your shin, towards your foot. Just don't put it directly on that knee joint. We'll roll it up nice and slow. Once you're sitting tall, right foot comes up, circle that foot around. Remember, not from the knee joint, from the ankle joint, and other direction. Open those toes. Taking that right ankle up and over the left knee if that's available to you. Otherwise, you cross at the ankles, let your chest go forward. Getting that nice deep stretch. You should feel that in your hip, gluteal, lower back on that right side. Did a lot of work with that band and then the dumbbell working into that hip and gluteal. Sit up nice and tall. Release right foot down. Left leg lengthens out. Slight bend in the knee. Hinging forward at the hips, feeling that deep stretch all the way down the back of the leg into the lower back, then allowing yourself to melt into it and breathe into it. And we'll roll it up nice and slow. Once you're sitting tall, lifting that left heel up, circling from the ankle joint as you open up those toes in your shoe. And reverse, go the other way around. If it's available to you, taking that left ankle up and over, gently releasing forward. Gently pressing from that inside of the thigh, from that elbow joint. And we'll sit up nice and tall. Release the left foot down. Open those feet a little more than shoulder distance apart. Allow the hands to release down towards the floor and release into that stretch. The entire lower body and back is releasing. Big deep inhales, exhales. And we'll roll it up nice and slow. Once you're sitting tall, heel toe those feet back to center, arms down by your side, shrug those shoulders up with an inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more. Last one. Circle those shoulders towards the front as we open through the upper back. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Reverse that direction. Bring our circles to the back. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Release those shoulder blades down the spine. Keep them there. Hands go onto your lap, turning your head. Look over the right shoulder. And through center, look over left. Back to center. Let your right ear release down towards your right shoulder. Body stays nice and tall. We're not leaning to the side. And the Chin can roll through chest level. Get the left ear over to the left shoulder. Body's nice and tall. Breathe. Chin rolls back to chest level. Body stays nice and tall. Feeling that nice stretch in the back of your neck into your upper back. Now bring your gaze up towards the sky, gently releasing the head back, stretching through the front of the neck and upper chest. And then our head comes back to center, arms down by our side, our 3 deep inhales and exhales. Inhale, bring that length up overhead. And exhale, release it out. 2 more times, big deep inhale, length up. And exhale, 1 more time, big deep inhale, length up overhead. Exhale, release it all out because you did an amazing job. Give yourself a hand. I am so proud of you for sticking with me for that wonderful strengthening workout. So proud of you. So now I will go through all of the comments. I'm going to grab my water. So give me 1 second and I'll move up a little bit closer. All right. Ooh, it's warm. I'm sure it's warm. I saw where everyone is. So I already said hello to Ennis, but hello, Ennis. She's in Cairo, Egypt. It was 7 p.m. when we started. We're already past 8 p.m., so thank you so much, Ennis, for being such a support, joining these live streams every time, even though the time difference is so amazingly big. So I appreciate you all the time, Ennis. Thank you so much. We had Nancy. So she says, coming to you from Petaluma, California on a cool and overcast morning. So looking forward to the strength training workout. Love you, Meredith. Love you too, Nancy. Love our talks. I hope you're doing well. I hope standing did good for you today and you were able to modify and stand when needed. So hope you're doing good, feeling good. Thank you so much for joining in, Nancy. Deb says, looking forward to class today from Southwick, Massachusetts, hoping the hurricane misses us. I hope so as well for you, Deb, or you don't get too much from it, and weather and wind, etc. So we'll be watching the weather and hoping that everything goes fine for you. But thank you so much, Deb, for joining us today. We have Leslie, excuse me. Leslie says, hello from steamy, hot Ottawa, Ontario, ready for our class with lots of water. Yes, so I said to you in the beginning, good job. We should all be drinking lots of water. Even if it's cool outside, remember we can dehydrate very easily, especially in the hot, of course. Drink lots of water. So good job, Leslie, and thank you. Connie said, it has been some time since I have been working out with you, so I'm very much looking forward to today. Thank you. Thank you as well, Connie. I hope you enjoyed the workout today. So wonderful job joining in. Leanne O'Brien said hello from humid, overcast Georgia. Hello to you, Leanne. I hope you enjoyed today's workout, and thank you so much again for you and your continued support. Marianne, hello from Lackawaxen, Pennsylvania. Hope I said that right. Looking forward to joining everyone today. Thank you, Marianne. I hope you enjoyed today's workout. Thank you so much for joining from Pennsylvania. Stella says, hi, Meredith. I'm ready and happy for this live stream here in Lisbon. It's 7 p.m. So just like Cairo, they are now past 8 p.m. So thank you so much, Stella, for joining in from Lisbon. Catherine says, hi, Meredith. A big hello from North Yorkshire, England. Looking forward to the workout today. I'm all good to go. Good job, Catherine. I hope you enjoyed the workout from England. I love that. So I hope that was a good workout for you, and thank you so much for joining, Catherine. Elizabeth said, watching from my kitchen table in San Jose, California, USA. Really like to watch a little before going into action. I like that. That's a good way to do it. Like I say, a lot of times we do, and then she asked how long is the workout now that we're done? About an hour. It's sometimes good if you're not really sure what you're getting into with a workout, even if it's one that a new one we release on a Sunday. Watch it. Watch the entire thing. Get to know it. Feel comfortable with it before you add elements to it, or just do range of motion and then add pieces to it. It's a very smart way to go about doing workouts and to be very safe with the body. Always priority one. Patrick said, morning from hot and humid Oak Creek, Wisconsin. we'll have to do this workout later. Good to see you live again. Thank you, Patrick. I hope you do it later and let me know how much you enjoy it. I think you will. Rita says, hello, all over strong community. We send Ohio love to you, Meredith. Thank you so much, Rita. Love to everyone in Ohio, but the entire all over strong community. I like that. That's a good way to put it. So thank you, Rita, for your continued support as well. We have her name, Sea Otter, on the YouTube name. Says, oops, I'm starting late, but I'll look forward to doing the full workout again later. Good job. And you as well, thank you so much for your continued support. We write back and forth through comments on the YouTube videos that we have, so I appreciate you. Lori Nadine says, hello, sweet Meredith. Thanks for all you do to get us strong. Love your attitude and smile. Well, thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. We love what we do here. We love being able to keep everyone moving and happy, and this is one of my favorite parts, to be able to say hello to everyone personally. So thank you, Lori, for joining in today and for your kind comments. Kathy, hello all. I'm in southern Arizona and recovering from a hip fracture. Meredith, your videos have been a huge help. Well, thank you, Kathy. That's wonderful. That was great to hear that, because I was going to say stuff about if you've had hip replacements, hip breaks, anything like that. Those movements that we do with the bands especially, wonderful to help strengthen through that entire part of the body, entire hip, lower abdominals, lower back, through those hip flexors, etc. I'm sure you know that from doing physical therapy. But keep up the great work, Kathy. I'm very proud of you. Thank you. Kay Ashworth, sorry I'm late. I'll have to pick up this workout later. Well, when you do it later, Kay, just let me know how you enjoy it, because I think you'll enjoy this one also. It's a toughie, but it's a good one, so go at your pace. Rosita Video, the name. Hi, bummed that I am late. A lot of lates today. Got to get back on the wagon here. You will, all in time, right? Just like, I think it was Catherine earlier when saying, I'm going to watch this and then I'll do it later when I feel comfortable. Going at our speed, as long as we know we want to keep going. So you'll get to it, you'll do it, and let me know when you do it and how you like it. Zemi says, nice workout and thanks for sharing. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Carmen, I'm late, but inhaling and exhaling, good. Have to replay to start at the beginning, thanks. Well, thank you, Carmen. Keep up the good inhales and exhales. I'm proud of you. Anna said, enjoyed it so much. It was my first and last exercise after a long working day. Love your workouts, Meredith, and thank you. That side arm lift with bands was challenging. It is a challenging one, so good job for continuing to do it. Carmen said, I always want to watch first before getting into the exercise. That's very smart. I like that. Like I said, good way to do it. Ennis, I'm always concerned about twisting, especially with a lower back problem, as well as side leg lifts. Any specific advice? Always, thank you. So side leg raises, we'll start there. Really focusing on what we're doing. So a lot of times when we do a side leg raise, we want to open the foot up and then lift from our toes, when we're just going to get in through our hip flexor, our quadricep, and inner thigh, where a side leg lift is everything but that. We're trying to lift from side of the body. Outer thigh, hip, gluteals, obliques. So putting that focus in that side of the body, staying tall, not allowing yourself to lean to the side, okay? With your twisting, core is staying nice and tight. So if we're seated and we're twisting from the trunk. A lot of times we want to do different movements. When we're standing and we're twisting, really focus on lifting the foot up that we're twisting on. If we keep our feet planted and we twist, we're going to tweak the knees. We could go into tweaking the hips, but more than likely the knees. So you have to focus on twisting entire body when we're standing, lifting heel up, going side to side. So I hope that helps, Ennis. We can talk more. If you have more questions, please feel free to email me. Leslie, thank you for the great workout. I will feel it tomorrow. Water all gone. Good job. Drink more water after, though. Stella said, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Stella. Priscilla, so happy I caught this live from LA. Thank you. Thank you, Priscilla. Ennis, love you, and it was my pleasure to work out with you no matter how late. Well, thank you. You are dedicated, and I love it. Deb says, hello from Houston, Texas, trying to get back, working out with you 3 months out of total knee replacement. Take your time. Start seated, like I always say, listen to your body, focus on strengthening everything around that knee, and you will be just fine, but keep the entire body moving. Whatever you do on one side, even if you had knee replacement on one side, make sure you do the same on the other. So everyone, thank you so much for joining in today. So my quote for today says, "Don't look in any direction but ahead." So remember, don't look back. What we could do yesterday, last year, I say it all the time, but it's so easy to do and we all get caught up in it. We're totally different people than when we started this workout to where we are right now. So we can't look behind us. We have to constantly focus on now and the future. So don't look in any direction but ahead. That's where we're going. We're moving forward. Be proud of it every single day, no matter where you are. No comparison to before. And don't forget to check out www.seniorfitnesswithmeredith.com. So we have all of our curated content on there from our podcasts. We release one of those long ones every week. We have the Motivation with Meredith series that I do now. We release 2 of those a week. You can order the custom workout plans that I have on there. Donate, get wonderful merchandise that we have all around here that you can see, and thank you all who have done all of that. I truly, truly appreciate all of the support, but just a great place to go. Look at all of our workouts, things that we are doing out there, and a way to get in touch with me. Send me an email. I love to hear from you all. What kind of workouts do you want? What questions do you have for me? Teach me so I can learn and give more value to everyone out there. That's my favorite thing to do for everyone. So thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate you, and for the 25,000 plus supporters we have, we thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We can't say thank you enough. You are truly appreciated each and every single day. And until next time, bye everyone. Have a good day, drink lots of water. Bye.